This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. I am real close to 500,000 subscribers. Please, if you have not already, subscribe to the channel. I'm within 10,000, like 8,000, 9,000. Unbelievable how quickly this happened, and it's only because of you and your loyalty and your dedication or your curiosity to see how quickly I could get there. Anyway, thank you very much, and thank you in advance for subscribing. Listen, how many times have I talked about the shamelessness and embarrassing nature of being a Republican, elected Republican, especially in today's day and age? After the Republicans took control of the House and commandeered their respective committees and set to investigating things that are just made up out of whole cloth. I was going to say nothing burgers, but it's not even nothing burger. They are making something where there is nothing. They are investigating something that is not a thing. They are bringing forth whistleblowers and informants that are, then, they become missing, but they're super credible. They said we're going to have a press conference in 7 to 10 days. And then when they finally get to having the press conference, they just don't have anything against Joe Biden. To say that it's Benghazi 2.0 is just not getting it done to describe the chicanery and the bullshittery, the jackassery, if you will, of what is taking place in Congress, in the House of Representatives right now, with James Comer at the tip of the spear. Just the other day, he said this on Newsmax about what I'm getting ready to talk about the whistleblower, who now we know where he is. He's arrested for being a Chinese spy. This is their rock solid, credible witness. This is just from a couple days ago.
No, he's very credible, and the people on MSNBC who made fun of me when I said we had an informant that was missing, they should feel like fools right now.
They are fools.
And this is their worst nightmare because, again, this is a credible witness.
Yeah, Democrats should be embarrassed. We should be looking like fools. Because it was released yesterday, I'm going to read from the U.S. Attorney's webpage, the Southern District of New York. U.S. Attorney announces charges against co-director of think tank for acting as an unregistered foreign agent, trafficking in arms, violating United States sanctions against Iran, and making false statements to federal agents. This is the super credible whistleblower that James Comer is coming to the United States public with. This is who they believe has the dirt, has the goods on Joe Biden. Let me back up. For all of the nonsense and the propaganda and the saber rattling about Biden's in the pocket of the Chinese and we're against China and we're all patriots and we love America and America first and make America great again and all of these jingoistic buzzwords, for all of that, they sure don't mind relying upon someone who didn't register as a foreign agent working for China. Yeah. Again, the hypocrisy of Republicans knows no bounds. There is no low too low for Republicans. Continuing from the announcement from the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams, the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Matthew G. Olson, the Assistant Attorney General for National Security, and Christy M. Curtis, the Acting Assistant Director in charge of the New York Field Office of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, announced today the unsealing of an 8-count indictment charging Gal Luft with offenses related to willfully failing to register under the Foreign Agents Registration Act, or FARA, arms trafficking, Iranian sanction violations, and making false statements to federal agents. Luft, a dual U.S.-Israeli citizen, was indicted on November 1st, 2022, and arrested on February 17th, 2023, in the Republic of Cyprus based on the charges in the indictment. Luft subsequently fled after being released on bail while extradition proceedings were pending and remains a fugitive. This is their hero. This is James Comer's super credible witness who is absconded from U.S. authorities, who is on the run. Oh, James Comer. If it weren't so sad, it would be a f***ing joke. Like you clown, you grifting, Trump bootlicking sycophant. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said, quote, as alleged, Gal Luft, a dual U.S.-Israeli citizen and co-head of a Maryland think tank, engaged in multiple serious criminal schemes. He subverted foreign agent registration laws in the United States to seek to promote Chinese policies by acting through a former high-ranking U.S. government official. He acted as a broker in deals for dangerous weapons and Iranian oil. And he told multiple lies about his crimes to law enforcement. As the charges unsealed today reflect, our office will continue to work vigorously with our law enforcement partners to detect and hold accountable those who surreptitiously attempt to perpetrate malign foreign influence campaigns here in the United States. And here are the years in prison that he faces if convicted of these 8 counts. Conspiracy to violate the FARA Act, or the FARA, Foreign Agents Registration Act. 5 years in prison. Count 2, conspiracy to violate the Arms Export Control Act. 5 years in prison. Violation of the Arms Export Control Act, related to Libya. 20 years in prison. Count 4, violation of the Arms Export Control Act related to the UAE, 20 years in prison. Violation of the Arms Export Control Act related to Kenya, 20 years in prison. Making false statements, I'm assuming, to the FBI, 5 years. Conspiracy to violate the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, which would be the violating sanctions, 20 years. And finally, again, making false statements to federal agents, 5 years in prison. This is the very credible witness of the Republicans. James Comer, you scamp. It's like a joke. This is like a joke. But Republicans are taking it seriously. Because you know who's not worried? Joe Biden. Joe Biden is most assuredly not worried about the investigatory prowess of James Comer and the rest of the goofball Republicans in Congress, Jim Jordan included. What do you think, though? Are you nervous? Are you worried about this? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. We can also just mix it up in the comments. That would be great. After you've subscribed and liked and commented and shared this with your friends, you can look into becoming a channel member for as little as $1.99 a month. You can help support my work right here, $2 a month. Or click the super thanks button, or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast, which is much like channel memberships, but it's over on Patreon that also helps support the podcast, not just here. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. I can't wait to see you there. Oh, I cannot wait to see you there. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.